go through the practice park test and learn about the features and tools that you'll be able to use and how to at least start it. Now, there'll be more videos that fall on each question that should be able to walk us through each question, how to answer the question, and get full credit for them. But right now, we're just focusing on the test itself and how we go through this. Now, this should be the opening screen. When you get to the practice, you're going to type your name in to the box, and then we are going to go through this. So let's start our test right here. And make sure that we read all directions. On the day of the test for the official one, your teacher will read this, or whoever is administering the test will read this to you, and you will follow along. We'll start our selection. Now, up here in the top left corner is the buttons that help us through our progressions of our test. This will help you go to the next question and then also and back. Our next one box is the test overview. It's labeled review. This lets you go to any question in your test. It also has an orange light right there, orange tint to it right there for each box. That lets you know if you have not written or answered those select questions. As you can see, I have not answered or selected any of those questions. Now, when I do select them, that will change color. So see, it disappears totally right there. So I have not answered 11 right now. And if I erase them, it'll come back. Now, I've had problems with students in the past where we did our practice test last year. Well, they think just because it's gone, they answered it. They've completed or finished the answer completely. No, you have to make sure that you read the question and answer it fully on each one. These don't tell you if your question is fully answered. It just tells you if anything has been marked there. Okay. Next thing is our bookmark. This is what you do to highlight a question. So that lets you know if you want to come back to the question after you've moved on. If you get stuck on a question, you can bookmark it. If you're not really sure the answer, bookmark it. You can still write your answer in, and at the end of the test, if you have time, you can come back to the ones you bookmarked to double check or do more work to go over it. Okay. And then here is the tools that we are able to use. The pointer is the main tool that we use for selecting our answers and going over top of it. Now we also have a ruler available to us. A ruler, if you left click your mouse or the laptop and then drag it around with your mouse, you can move it to wherever you want. Now you can actually spin it on its side if you hit the circular ends of circles on the end and then do the same thing, left click. It'll spin right there, right in the middle of it. To make it disappear, all you do is click it again. Now this is the answer eliminator. The answer eliminator is what you go to eliminate answers. So if you don't know what the answer is and there's possible ones that you know are not the answer, you can eliminate them. So then you won't guess those and you can remove them off the plate. So we would have that. To remove them, all you do is click them again. So if you click and remove something and you accidentally didn't mean to click eliminate that one, it doesn't mean it's gone now. You just need to put your mouse right over top of it again and eliminate it. Now, to actually get rid of this feature right now, so I can actually select an answer, I would just click that, or I can click the mouse. Okay, now right over here, it should have your name. Now, if you click down here, it'll actually give you different ones. I can change the background or the foreground or the colors. So if I actually don't feel comfortable with the color of the pages. Now, when you're in the middle of your park test, you have to find one that works for you and stay with it. I would advise that right now during practice tests, this is okay to see if you would want to change the answer or the color of your question. Okay. But don't do that during the park test, because I've had students play with this feature during the test, and you have a time limit on your test, the test you're taking on park. So make sure we use our time that we have the first time we practice with it to find out what works for us. Okay. Now we also have enable magnifier. A magnifier is a little box that'll appear, and you can put it over top of certain things and it'll make the print larger. Do you see? So if you have happen to forget your glasses that day, that is a good feature that would be known. So if you do wear corrective lenses and you are nearsighted and you aren't able to read it that day, make sure that you do that. The next one is to get rid of that, you have to re-click it again. It'll make the box disappear. The next one is show line reader mask. It'll cover certain lines. So then it eliminates descriptions of what's going on. Okay? So you can drag it up and down, and it can help eliminate the other things. This is what blocks out all the other things. And then you can drag it down or drag it across in there. Now, I would recommend that the use of this is you talk to your teacher and make sure that they understand and you understand how to use this. This is not something that should be used to play with or as a distraction. It is an actual tool that can be used for that. Now, to get rid of that, you re-click it. Now, the last one, enable answer masking. So it makes it so it eliminates all the possible answers, and for you to see them, you have to click them. Now I can re-hide them by re-clicking them. Okay? To get rid of this feature, I go back in. Now, right here is also our sign out. So when you're in the test itself and you have to sign out, this is what you would do. Now, right here is giving us information about grade 3 mathematics, unit 1, unit 1 of 12. This will make sure that we're in the right test during the whole time. Now, some of the other features in the test are right here. Now, see the square box choices. Some answers are going to be circular and some are going to not be. So pay very close attention to that. If you have a square possible box, that means you can select more than one possible right answer. Okay? So pay close attention. If you solve one of these problems, check your work against all the answers and just don't click the first one you see, because there could be possibly more than one right answer. Let's go up to right here. This is a regular test question, and once you select your color, it will continue through the other ones. Now, right here is a possible answer, but for you to actually answer it, you have to click in the box. Make sure you select your answer in the box. If you just type, it won't go in there. Now, you can only put numbers in here. You cannot put letters. If you put letters in there, it's going to say invalid input in there. And watch, see, it still shows no answers there. Now, even if I write the wrong answer in there, look, as I said before, it disappears. So, I still advise going back through each problem when you finish the test. Okay. And our next one is a number line that is going up and down. Now you have to select one of the arrows. While this is loading, this is a multiple part question. It means that there's going to be more than one right answer. Let me eliminate that color so we have a better look at the background and how it's where we write it. Okay, so right here, this is a multiple step problem. It has more than one answer. So pay close attention that we need to move up and down between our answers. Right here also we have the back and forth. So if you type the wrong thing, you can always go back, redo, or you can delete your answer.